Thank you for tuning in to the next entry to My Road to Seven. My name is Jonathan Grant, and today I wanted to discuss with you the topic of going fast. How many of you have heard, the saying, this amount of people will make $1 million over their lifetime, or, if you did this, you saved this much money, and you didn't buy this much stuff, you'll have $1 million by the time you're 80. Why would I want to become a millionaire at 80 years old? To me, that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, at 80, 90, 95, what can you possibly do to enjoy $1 million? So today I'm here to talk to you and discuss that with you. So stay tuned. I come from a place where not too many people make it, and I feel like that's always been my problem. I never wanted to just make it. I always wanted to live. Welcome back to My Road to Seven. My name is Jonathan Grant, and we're here discussing going fast. And in order to go fast in your life, you have to be able to make fast decisions. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to be reactive in your life. Definitely be responsive. You shouldn't be reacting in your life. You should definitely be responding to things in your life. And just to give you an example um, of a reaction, when you're reacting in your life, you think about a doctor visit. Yeah, he's checking your reflexes, and he hits your knee, and your leg kicks out. Sometimes you kick him. And so you think about that as being a reaction. Or a heated conversation. You're arguing with someone, and you say all these things that you don't mean, and then an hour or 2 hours go by, and you're regretting those things that you said. That would definitely be considered a reaction. An example of a response would be, let's just say, one day you're getting chewed out by your boss at work, and a reaction would be to argue back with him, and that wouldn't be good for anyone. So what do? You respond to the situation, and one way you can respond to the situation is, he asked you to go get some coffee for him. You accidentally um, use the salt instead of the sugar. That was thought out. That's a response. But no, man, don't do that. Please don't get fired because of me. I may be hiring right now, but hey, I do check references, so you need that good reference from them. But no, man, but on a serious note, um, a good response to that would be to go and talk to him, and figure out what happened, and figure out how to fix it. That's the response versus a reaction to a situation in life. You're only going to get so many opportunities, and you have to take advantage of those opportunities. It's one of those things where you type in a destination in your maps, and it gives you all these alternate routes, and my whole thing is getting to the destination as fast as possible, because again, I don't want to. I want to be a millionaire. You know, I want to reach seven figures. That's what my road to seven is all about, and I don't want to get there when I'm 80. I want to get there soon. So I'm constantly changing routes. I'm constantly figuring out what's the fastest way to get there. I'm not trying to get there when I'm 80, 90 years old. But to get back on topic, you have to make decisions quickly in your life. You can't spend too much time wondering, hey, if this is a good idea, or if it's going to work out, or something like that. You have to make decisions. One of the ways that I've been able to make decisions quickly is because I've basically developed a philosophy that I use to approach big decisions that could possibly alter my life. And I what I do is I put them through a test. I ask, for one, is it beneficial? For two, um, does it align up with my belief system? And three, is it ethical? And eight times out of 10, if it passed that test, then most likely I'm all in. And depending on how beneficial it is, I may even suspend or stop one of my current projects that I'm working on. I wanted to make this entry into my Road to Seven this week on going fast because I recently had to make a quick decision. um, I was presented with an opportunity that's completely opposite of the business that I'm in now, and I had to put it through the test. I had to ask myself, is it beneficial? Um, does it line up with my belief system? And is it ethical? And at the end of the day, it passed all the tests. And then I went back and looked at how beneficial it would be, and it has tremendous benefits, tremendous opportunity in the field that it's in. And anybody want more on that, you can feel free to message me on Facebook at My Road to Seven. The time is now for massive action and right now action. And it's time to 10x your goals. If your goal was to make $1,000 a month, it's time to make it 10,000 a month. You know, you have to you have to keep raising the bar on yourself. And I mean, just think about it, right? Let's just say you was making the wrong decision on anything in life, right? If you didn't make that decision today, let's just say you waited 2 years to make that decision, and 2 years go by and you still make that wrong decision. Now you made a wrong decision, but it's 2 years later. But let's just say you make a decision today and it's the wrong decision. Now you can fix it tomorrow, right? You've wasted no time. But then again, let's just say you make the right decision and you make the right decision today, and now you're just that much closer, that much, you can reach your goals that much faster. I recently had a conversation with one of my buddies. For 2 years, I was telling him to join me with my first business. I was saying, hey man, you got to come in. It's a good industry. You gotta start a business, man. I'll show you how to start the business. And for 2 years, he sat and did nothing. He was working security at the time, and I think he's making about $1,500 a month doing security. And I remember the second month he started his business, he called me on the phone. He's like, "Hey man, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, my check is like an income tax check, and it's the middle of the year, and he's saying, man, this is an income tax check." And then the month after that, he called me again. He said, "Oh man, thank you, man. It's an income tax check, man." He's like, "Man, I only got this in income tax time, man." And so he called me for about 8 months straight, man. And he just called me, kept calling me, "Thank you, thank you." And my whole thing was to him, why'd you wait 2 years when I told you about this opportunity a long time ago? And I said all that to say, you know, make decisions now. Don't react, respond. Definitely respond. Think about it, but don't think too long. Go out there and be great, man. Who's gonna follow me to seven?